What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Philosophy with Phil Williams. How you doing? Man, sorry I had to jump in here on you on a day like today, but man, something's really been dealing with me heavily. And I even believe heavenly, but it's dealing with me, and it has me coming to a realization. Oh man, I just need to reach out to you guys to get some help with this. Man, thank you for joining me today. Carla Matthews, how you doing? Cliff Kelly, man, you just don't know how bad I wanted to call you and talk to you about this, but another one of our patriotic Christian brethren, sisterin, she really helped me today. Willie Glenn, how are you doing? God bless you guys so much for coming in on this day. But man, this has really been dealing with me heavily. Denise, was that Ryer? How you doing, Denise? I hope I said your name correctly. Please, guys, share this as much as you possibly can. Thank you so much. I love you so much. If you are watching for the first time, my name is Phil Williams. The show is called Philosophy. And what I'm doing is I'm just sharing my Christian experience, my American experience, and calling for a level of accountability and using those experiences to share my philosophy on how we can save our country, save our children, save our communities. Michelle Siobhan, how you doing, Michelle? Donald Stevens, you've been on fire, man. I've been checking out your videos. You've been on fire. Keep up the good work, sir. I think you pose some great questions. I think your arguments are very interesting, and I think it's a point of view that needs to be considered. Keep up the good work, buddy. Tanitra, how you doing, Tanitra? Very talented young lady. God bless you, sister. Looking forward to doing some work with you. Chris Coleman, how you doing? Welcome to Philosophy. But you know, I would say hello to every single body that's chiming in, but this is what brings me here today. I'm going to ask you guys to be honest with me. I need you to be honest with me. And along with that, I need you to try to be honest with yourselves. Be honest about what you think, how you feel, how you react, how you act. Be honest. Be honest. But I need you to be honest with me right now. Now, have you guys ever watched American Idol? Especially the auditions. The American Idol auditions is probably one of the most entertaining aspects of American Idol, because what happens at the auditions is people come to audition, they feel that they can sing, and you get inspired by the ones who can, but you really get amazed and entertained by the ones who come and sing and find out for the first time in their life that they can't sing. Their parents told them they can sing. People, they've been lying to them at church, told them they can sing. They sang something in the bathroom at work. Somebody was probably joking and said, wow, you can really sing. And they believed that. And then they stood in that long line. They got a chance to get in front of the people at American Idol. And they might show a little clip. This is usually a setup. Show a little clip of their testimony and how they got there and stuff like this, because it's entertainment. But they're being entertained, we're being entertained by somebody who thinks they can sing because they were told they can sing. And now for the first time in their life, they're in front of the American people and everybody who's watching, and they're about to find out that they cannot sing. Never could sing. No, can't even spell the word sing. And so we're amazed by it. Some people cry because they're heartbroken. They thought they can sing because that's what somebody told them. They did it to keep them encouraged. Some of them could have just been lying, but they tried to encourage them and things of this nature. They never invested in them getting singing lessons or anything. None of that kind of stuff. They just gave them some lip service and said, oh, baby, oh, that's so awesome. Mommy, little baby, so proud. Look at you sing that song. And they might even put them on display at family reunions and other kind of family events and stuff like this. And then some people are entertained laughing because it's comical. And some people are entertained, and more people might go, oh, you're so blessed. But then they get on American Idol and find out that that's not the case. Why is Phil going here? I have a realization that just hit me. And this is the realization. As a conservative, as a Christian, as a concerned citizen, as a tall man, as a father that could probably do better, as a neighbor that can probably do better, as a person just like you. But especially I'm speaking to us conservatives and us Christians. I'm looking at what's happening to our society. I'm looking what's happening to our young people. I'm watching the news. I'm seeing gun violence. I'm seeing rape. I'm seeing home invasions. I'm seeing all these kind of things. I'm seeing everything that plagues us, that we're complaining about. And as a conservative and as a Christian, I said, man, what can I do about it? I'm hearing people like yourselves saying, man, our children need better role models. Our children need to have morals and values in the entertainment, in the music. Our children need to have prayer and Jesus, and our schools need to have more God. And I'm watching this person that's shooting needs to have more love, and this person that's stabbing needs to have less thrust and all kinds of stuff. We need to get rid of hate. We need to have more love, and we need to have all these things. And I'm watching these things and I'm saying, you're right. You're right. Oh my God. Amen. I feel the same way. I'm seeing people in the church, man, we need to have more this and more that. And I'm going, yes. I'm watching our children can't read. And we're saying, man, we need more people to teach our children to read, inspire them to read. Our police need to have a better understanding of our police in the community. And our police need to have a better understanding of the people in the community. We're going to hell in a handbasket because our children are not patriotic. Oh my God, the guy kneeled at the flag and oh my God, or his First Amendment, but you want to take his First Amendment and all kinds of stuff. And I'm watching all of this stuff, and I'm watching how much we give resources to politicians to fix all the things that's ailing us. All the things we're complaining. I'm watching the astronomical amount of resources, time, money, energy, arguments that we give to politicians to address all these things that's ailing us. And then so now me being creative, listening to the Holy Spirit the best I can, do the best I can with both my hands and everything, I say, I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to complain, and us Christians and us conservatives is being marginalized by liberalism, rhinoism, Marxism, communism, everything that wants to destroy conservatism, everything that wants to destroy our Christian way of life, anti-prayer, atheists, and all these kind of things. Me as a Christian conservative, I'm going to do something about it. I'm not just going to complain about it. I'm going to do something about it. Our children need to read something inspirational. I wrote a book. Our children need to have a positive role model. I created a character. I became a character. I created a character. Our children need to have better music. I wrote the song. I produced the song. Our children need to have somebody to come and give them love and hug. Some Christians need to get into the school system. I do it. Our children are being forgotten in the hospitals. I address it. People are poor and starving. I partner with people and we give them food. I do these things instead of just complaining about it. I didn't ask you for a dime to make these things exist. I have a studio. Because why? I got to produce music, right? So I get a studio. God blesses me to get a studio. I produce the music. I write the songs that make at least a couple of you sing. I write the songs, I know the so I do it. I look at how we're complaining, us conservatives and us Christians. I'm watching how we complain about how everybody makes things about race. So me, myself, being a tall conservative, I understand that. And I try to show us how we can do things without race. Showing how these liberals use the race card in order to keep their power and bullcrap people. And I don't do that. I'll address race, but I don't use race as a tool. All the things we complain about is that we give astronomical amount of our resources and time to politicians to address. I show how functioning conservatism, not talking mouth conservatism, I show how functioning Christianity, not just talking Christian, and I show how if we hold each other accountable, starting with you holding me accountable, how this can change the dynamic of what we're complaining about. I demonstrate it. I demonstrate it. Because that's what I thought. That's what we said that we wanted. I thought we were looking for an alternative to giving our money to a bunch of lying politicians. I thought that's what we were looking for. And now I do something very unique to social media to make sure that I don't bring the thing that can have me turn hypocritical. They can have me mending my speech so I can cater to somebody, you know how we say pander. I make sure I do something kind of unique to social media and as a talk show host. I do not give friend requests. I don't ask you to be my friend. I don't do it. I very seldom block or ban anybody because why? I want to be able to share my opinion, so I have to be open to share somebody else's, so I'll never be a hypocrite. When it comes time to the 5 people that I have blocked, I consulted with you guys. I consulted with people like Cliff Kelly, Loretta Sessions, Lita Whitener, Gary Blackman, Janice Barlow. I consulted with people like you guys and say, would I be wrong? Would I be a hypocrite if I do this? And they say, no, Phil, because these are people that are turning little Jimmy into some kind of pedophile and doing something like this, and we need to get rid of that kind of stuff. But I'm still open to people to say I should be hung, Donald Trump supporters, death threats. I still subject myself to that. I accept Donald Trump supporters when they ask to be my friend. I go to the page, make sure they're not porno, even though they're supporting the pornographic king of the world. I still accept them as my friend, and I subject myself to their opinion of me. Why? Because it's not fair for me to share my opinion and not let somebody share theirs, good or bad. And guess what happened, people? Here's what happened, and it's so humbling to me. And this is where I need you to be honest. If I'm doing all the things that I think I heard you say needs to be done, I'm implementing them without your support before I asked for your support. I'm doing something no politician that you have been giving money to for years have done for you, especially when it comes to conservatism and Christianity. Why? How do you know? Because conservatism is going down. It's being redefined by things that's not conservative. You yourselves might even go support this kind of stuff because you're just hanging on to a thread. A Democrat can register as a Republican and you give them all your Christian credibility and everything. I'm watching this happen. And I just found out it's quite possible, Phil, this is why I need you to be honest. It's quite possible that every book I wrote, every song that I promote, everything that I put out there to show you proof, consistent and tangible proof of my conservatism and my Christianity and my love for you, whether you agree with me or not, and my love for this country. I've done it, and you're not supporting it. I thought I was doing what you asked needed to be done, and I did it without asking you to help me do it. But now that I'm doing it because I thought that's what you need to be done, and I'm having a hard time getting support from more than 10 people, is it possible that I suck? Is that what it is? It's possible that I just American Idoled myself. I put myself on this big stage because I thought what I was creating was the bomb. And I thought it was going to help our communities. And I thought it was going to save the children that you said needed to be saved. I thought it was going to be a role model for the kids you said needed to be a role model. I thought I was doing the kind of things to get Christ back into people's lives. I thought I was doing it. Is it possible I don't get the support because I suck at it? Is this why I can't get the support? Is it possible that I suck at what I'm doing more than the politician that gets your support that's not doing any of it? Is it possible I suck? Is it possible that I can't sing? Is it possible that I can't rap? Is it possible I'm not good at being a Christian? And my works don't even prove it. Is it possible that my conservatism producing something that's tangible and consistent as proof of my conservatism? Is it possible that it sucks? And only the 10 or the few people that support it are just people that feel sorry for me. They're just trying to keep me encouraged. Now, this is the part that really kind of made me want to do this kind of post. I'm not going to say any names. Person comes to me and says, Phil, I've been watching you. I've been listening to you. I've been listening to what you share with your listeners. I see your 4,900 plus friends. I see it. Phil, I know you won't go here. And I'm only going here to show you something. They said to me, and this is the part that really had me I'm not going to go here because I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I have to share it with you. They said, Phil, if there was somebody that was not tall, that did a quarter of what you were doing, they wouldn't have to beg for anything. What he was saying, because he was giving a sales pitch, he thought he can cater to my emotions. This is what he was saying. Phil, if you weren't black, they would support you. There is no way you could create all this stuff and they not support you if you were white. This is what made me realize the American Idol angle. Because as much as I can use that fool. Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about that, man. Camera went dead. God is still so good. And now this is where I want to pick up with. And I'll put these both together so that it'll be one video and I'll put it on YouTube. So you won't have to flip to two videos. And I thank you guys if you're coming back. I thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. The thing that they were trying to make the argument and trying to get me to see a race angle. So, again, thank you for coming back. Sorry about that, Jeffrey. How you doing, Frottenberry? Thank you. Robert Lawrence, thank you for coming back. And like I said, might be in two parts. But please. And this is where you left off at. How you doing, T? How you doing, Toya? How you feeling? God bless you. Now, they're trying to get me to see a race angle. I don't do that race thing. You know that. But they're trying to tell me that if I was white, doing a quarter of what I'm doing, actually doing it, I would never have to ask for any help. People be chomping at the bit to give help. As much as I could use that as an excuse, as much as that might make sense in certain quarters, because don't get me wrong now, they can't be totally wrong with thinking that way. I'm not going to subscribe to it because we're watching what's happening with race and people that never been racial support a dude that's a racist. We're watching it. We're watching it. So it's not that I could just totally dismiss what they're saying out of hand, but I'm not going to go there. And what the Lord helped me with, what the Holy Spirit helped me with, instead of buying that argument, is Phil, it's quite possible you're not good at what you think you're good at. It's quite possible, Phil, that you suck at helping your community and advancing conservatism and functioning Christianity, the thing that you're saying, you're not as creative as you think you are. I will buy that all day long before I buy the fact that it's a racial thing. But this is where this is at. I'm being recruited for the Democrat Party. And they're using the argument that, Phil, you can't do this amazing stuff and not be supported by the so-called conservatives and the so-called Christians unless they got a problem with you. The Democrats won't have a problem with you. Come back home. First of all, I never was home there, never had a home. I'm trying to get everybody to leave that joker as fast as they can. So I'm going to lean on the fact that it's quite possible that I suck at the things that I think that I'm good at. And I'm finding out for the first time that I suck. That's humbling. I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, it's quite possible that, guess what? I'm not entitled to your support. But the premise that I'm trying to get you to see is that I thought I was addressing the things that I heard us complain about. I thought I was addressing the thing that you sent your money to your politician to address, and they're not doing it. I thought that we were tired of our children dying from drugs, and they are getting on drugs because it's being promoted in the music. And so if I put some music out that's promoting anti-drugs, I thought that would help. Versus waiting for some corrupt politician who's probably in the pocket of the drug dealers, drug manufacturers, and things like this to get your max donation. It's possible they're not going to do it because they're benefiting from it. I thought that's what we wanted. All I asked for was $1. All I asked for, I thought we were worried about Christ being taken out of everything. And I thought if I put a song out and then we see how the world labels a gospel song with explicit lyrics. I got the explicit lyric tag on the song. I thought the Christians that were worried about the Christian thing getting wiped out, I thought that would motivate you into saying, are you serious, Phil? Where's that song? How can I get it? How can I counteract and not stifle when I see the world stifling? I thought that might go viral. I thought that if I wrote a book encouraging our children, encouraging us as the village to speak to our children's dreams so our children won't live out the dreams of little dookie-stained rapper and half-naked pole dancer. I thought that if I wrote a book like that the thing we were complaining about would fly off the shelves. I thought the book would fly off the shelves. We would be a conservative Christian, tall, bestseller. I just thought it would. I thought it would fly off the shelves because I thought I was making something to address our complaints. This is what I thought was happening, people. So instead of buying the race card, instead of buying all that foolishness, definitely not going for the Democrats that might buy the books and all this kind of stuff that's going to capitalize off of the moral and the values high ground that we used to have because you decided to support somebody who's morally corrupt, valually corrupt, grabbing females by their cuda, and racist is all get out in the back pocket. Matter of fact, he ain't even in the back pocket, he in the front pockets and the cargo pockets of the Russians and the Saudis, and got you abandoning your principles. Not all of you, you know who I'm talking about. Got you abandoning your principles and then dogging me and my friends out. I thought I was creating a solution because that's what we were worried about. Let me tell you guys something, and I'm going to end it with this. You Christians, do you understand the power of the remnant? See, God talks about the remnant. That means the very few. See, we're so caught up in the many. We think we have to have many conservatives and many this. And for the third party, we got to have many politicians support it and all this kind of stuff. We're forgetting how powerful God said the remnant was. We're forgetting what God said, what will happen to save people. It's going to be in the remnant. That's the very small amount of us. So if I have 4,900 followers on Facebook in a place where there's 320 million people potential, then 4,900 is the remnant that God was talking about. If that remnant would participate in functioning conservatism, functioning Christianity, and accountability, if that remnant would participate, we will do some amazing things. But I have to come to the conclusion, since the remnant doesn't want to participate in that, you might not know you're the remnant while you're out there looking for millions of views. I'm just cool with the quality views that I get. But if we would function like the remnant and understand the power we have in the few, we can make the third party thing work. We can make what I'm doing work. But since it's not working, I have to come to the conclusion that I'm just possibly the wrong person to get you to participate in what it is that I'm doing in the community. Now, let me be clear. I'm not going to stop doing it. It's my calling. It's my calling. I didn't ask you to start it, and I'm definitely going to not let you not participating finish it. So it's quite possible that I just suck at it. But who I am is between me and Christ Jesus. I would love for us to function like the remnant that God said that we have to function like. I am excited about the people that do donate. Thank you. Thank you. You just do not know how encouraging it is to me. Because my Bible says where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he's there. I'm in the furnace with my few donors. We're like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And when they look through there, they see Jesus. And that's why they try to remove it. That's why they make a song that doesn't have an explicit bone in it. They label it explicit to be a deterrent. People support it. If I suck, please just be honest. Phil, I just can't keep throwing. I've already threw my money behind bad politicians, but I'm used to doing that. So I'll keep throwing my money behind a political solution. But your stuff is not good enough for me to throw you $1. It's not good enough for you to get $1,000 from me. The lying politician, I'm just used to doing that. I'll keep giving him $1,000 and pray that he changes. Pray that the politics change. But your stuff sucks, Phil. And it's not even worth $1. I'll buy that before I buy the race argument any day. Any day. I will never be a Democrat. And they're somewhat almost beating down the door saying, yo, people don't love you. Come over here to us. Because that's how, that's how pimping usually works. That's how human trafficking works. They convince you that your family don't love you. The people that say they love you don't love you. So come over here and let me pimp slap you around. Because I love you. I'm not buying it. Sorry. And I know everything's going to be okay. You guys encourage me. We all fall short. But we're the remnant. We're the remnant, people. We're the few. Participate. But if I suck, I understand that now. It's humbling. It's humbling. Tell me what you think. You can go make a tax-deductible donation. You can. Go to liljimmydjpaz.jimdo.com. Go there. You can make a tax-deductible donation through our men's organization called Men on Point, Disciples for Christ. It's tax-deductible. Make a donation. The more the merrier, the less the scarier. But it's okay, because I'm a Jesus carrier, and I'll be okay. Our children will be okay if I have anything to do with it. It's not that they're not going to be okay because you don't have anything to do with it. But it's quite possible that I'm just a bad vehicle. It's quite possible. I could be a lemon. Why would you go buy a lemon? I can understand that. But I just come to the realization that I know it's not about race, so it's possibly that I just suck at it and it's not worthy. Or you're just distracted, or you have other things going on. You're probably supporting something that you think would work. Please do. Tell me what it is so I can support that. But share this video. It's in 2 pieces. This is part 2. I'm going to put them together so it'll be one part. But just know this. I love you. I love this country. I love the Lord. I love our children. I love your children. Functioning, producing something consistent and tangible as proof of who we are is the mandate of the remnant. And then when people see it, they'll believe it. Because right now they're being talked into keeping supporting what's out there now. If you're just stuck on supporting your politicians, seat saving, hey, I keep praying for you. And I'll try not to put you into the insanity category as quickly as we could. You know, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's how the political arena is now. If you want to give a $33,000 max donation to that foolishness, and you couldn't give $33 to what I'm doing, then it's quite possible that they don't suck, even though they're hanging you out to dry. Hey, that's what I wanted to share today. I love you guys. Just know we're the remnant. We're the remnant. There is a mandate in the Bible that says the remnant will do some things. We're that remnant, people. Stop looking for the many and start functioning as the few. It was the few that won the Revolutionary War. It's the few. It was Harriet Tubman, a few that freed the slaves. It wasn't masses. God made Gideon's army the few to defeat the many. We have many antichrists that need to be defeated. We are the few. And anybody doing anything for the Lord should not be put in the category of sucking. LilJimmyDJPaz.jimdo.com. Make a donation. Cash App, Phil Jimmy, $ Phil Jimmy. Mail a check or money order to Mustard Seed Faith Ministries. P.O. Box 3331, Decatur, Georgia 30031. If you don't send it to me, find somebody to send it to. In your community, be that one to step up. You need some help, call me. I got you. Go to Amazon, look for the song Philosophy. The song is called That Face. Support it. See how they're saying that repping Jesus Christ is now explicit. Support it. Unless it sucks. Then abort it. Either way, I'm going to count it all joy. But it is sad. Sorry. Hey, I love you guys with everything that I have and I don't have. And yes, Ellen, it is on YouTube. Just look up Philosophy, That Face on YouTube. You'll see it there too. It's on Spotify, Pandora, it's everywhere. It's on 34 different sites and every single one of them says it's explicit. Amazing. Amazing. Hey, maybe I might get some explicit help now. I don't know. I don't know. But if I suck, I understand it now. That makes sense. I would never ask you to keep throwing good money after bad product. That's stupid. That's un-American. But maybe you need to be honest with yourself if you keep throwing your good money after these politicians. Gonna have to have some honesty and accountability, people. Support if you can. Hey, I love you guys. Thank you much. Share these videos. God bless.